Before we get into this video, April 28th, the Raw Gear drop is live. Not everything I'm wearing, but the beaters are finally out. We have cargo shorts, compression shirts, tons of stuff. It's fucking crazy. For the first time, I'm telling you, the beaters are gonna go insane. First time ever we had them. And then the other thing I'm really excited about is the 5-inch inseam shorts with like the compression inside. You can like stick a phone. Anyways, it's dope. April 28th, Raw Gear, use code RAW, 10% off. And again, I know there have been issues with the shipping stuff. We're literally moving to a completely separate warehouse to alleviate all these issues moving forward. I've never once, and I know we've never once with the company had any issues like that for anyone. We're gonna take care of you is what I'm saying, no matter what. So. You're gonna go hit legs. You're gonna hit legs with us.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Time for me, bro.
Why?
Because I don't need to do that yet. Not until I'm big up top.
It's not a good idea.
It's a waste of time.
No, it's gonna help you get big on top.
No, I'm not hitting legs. You told me always just wear joggers, bro.
What am I wearing right now?
I know this is rare, but you're hitting legs. But when you're not, you're just, wear joggers.
You wanna be stronger, you wanna have bigger body, you wanna get bitches, hit legs.
Dude, you guys always preach don't do legs, bro.
We never once preached.
You and Steve.
Yo, Steve does. I never say that. Come on, hit legs. Stop being a pussy.
Alright, fine. Alright, dude, I actually don't want to do legs. I have a whole regimen, bro, my trainer.
Who's your trainer? What's his name?
He works here.
What's his name? What's his name?
I forget if it's that guy. The ripped guy in the gray tank. Yo, wait, what are you doing?
You know who that guy is in the white shirt? No idea. No idea, okay. He has no idea.
Hey, I'll see you in a bit. 1 hour, right?
Come on, let's go hit legs.
I'm hitting legs within an hour.
Let's go.
It's like a trainer, dude. I don't want to do legs.
You're hitting legs right now.
Come on, man. Like when you're not even jacked, you don't need to do legs. I've never done squats in my life. All right, come on. True story.
Really?
Not one time. No, I don't feel comfortable. I'm having a panic attack. I gotta go. I'm leaving. I'll see you guys at the crib.
Bro, Steiny's such a bitch. What the fuck? Steiny! What are you doing? He's like actually leaving. That guy sucks, man. Nothing in life is always like you're just doing this and winning. That is 100% impossible. That's not the journey of life. That's not how it goes. That's not how it's gonna work. That's not how the most successful people in the world have it. You're gonna have these moments in your life to feel like it just keeps hitting you, keeps hitting you, keeps hitting you, keeps hitting you, and you just have to keep going, no matter what. What's going on, guys? Bradley Martyn here. This is for the OGs. This is for the people from fucking 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I don't even know how long I've been on YouTube, but I wanted to talk to you guys personally about some things that I've been going through in my life and some things that keep coming up, keep resonating inside me like really fucking consistently over the last, I don't know, few years. Two things that are really, really important that I want you guys to think about in your own life, okay? Number one, learning the hard way. I'm not saying it's better or worse than learning the smart way or whatever, and I'll go into that in a second. And number two, listening to your intuition, listening to your heart. I've been so blessed in my life to be able to be at a point in my life where I can even share this information, number one. I just want to say that I've been through so many situations in my life, friendships, business relationships, partnerships, that I guess the thing that I want to talk about first is trusting your heart and trusting your intuition and like how to kind of listen to that. When I was younger, I would tend to get more into situations or partnerships, business stuff, because I was always so like excited. I was always so happy. I want to build something. I want to build something amazing. I want to build something great. And a lot of you guys today might know one of the things that I've been working on over the last however many years I've been doing this is Raw Gear. And I'm not going into super detail about this whole project or like where we started. I may talk about this in the future. I won't get too much into it. That's a whole different conversation. At some point, I'm definitely planning on having that full conversation candidly with you guys. But anyways, Cap. What? Stupid. That's not cap. So the thing I want to talk to you guys about was trusting your heart and your intuition. This is something that I can say without a doubt requires you to get hurt. You are not going to be able to follow your heart and your intuition in the sense that I mean, like, you know, when you're doing something, you're like, this isn't really for me. Or you're in a situation, you're like, I don't feel good about the situation, like, but you want to do it. Like maybe there's like some potential because it's like sounds like such a good idea, or it feels like, oh, this could be so great. But like in your heart and like that inner voice, that intuition is like, this is something's up. Maybe you fail to listen to it because, and I did this a lot, you're more focused on the big possibility, right? What it could be, instead of like maybe where it actually is and what it actually is. And I've found myself in so many situations like this over the past, publicly on the internet, personally in private, with people that just took advantage of me. here's the thing with that. Because it happens, and because it will happen to you, whether it's on a small scale, it doesn't matter if it's like you and your friends, your friend group, or you working on just trying to get X amount of followers on fucking Instagram or whatever, and you're working with someone and something happens and you feel taken advantage of. The point is this: you have to be willing to make those mistakes. You have to be willing to listen to your heart, even if sometimes when you listen to your heart and your intuition, it's also not the right move, and it, 6 months down the line, you're like, fuck, I should have did this, and now, someone else was saying I should have done that, but you followed your heart. The reason why I believe in it, and I'm telling you guys that it's so important to follow your heart and follow that intuition, is because the more that you do it, the more that you take that leap, the more that you refine that skill. Because truthfully, despite what happens, despite the direction you go in there, right? If you're following your heart and your true intuitions, you will go closer and closer to the things in your life that are actually important to you, right? Because a lot of times, like, let's say I'm not following my true heart, my true intuition, and I'm just kind of like doing what I think so-and-so, oh, that sounds good, that sounds like a good idea, but is that really of me? Is that really where my heart wants to go? Is that really where I want to go with my life, right? You're gonna find yourself hurt. You're gonna find yourself being like, fuck, I should have done that, in friendships and relationships and business relationships, all that. But it's very important to take those leaps, to try, take inventory of that aspect of your life and that part of decision making. One of the most important things in life in general is learning how to be uncomfortable and being okay with it. Because life is that, right? Like your whole life, no matter what you do, no matter how far you strive, it's not like you're just gonna keep being fucking good and comfortable and happy and healthy. It's always gonna be perfect. That's not realistic life. That's not how life works. So the second thing, learning the hard way, okay? Now, I'm a big proponent of being like, yo, you don't need to learn the hard way, because Bradley Martyn or someone or some person that I listen to is like, yo, bro, check this out. If you don't do this, then you won't have to deal with this. If you do this, or if you listen to this, or if you try this, then like you can learn more effectively. You can learn without having to get punched in the fucking head.
Like when your ex-girlfriend cheats on you and then you go back and your friends tell you not to do it, but you still do it.
Or like when you talk shit on the internet and you think, because like you're on the internet and you're tough, and then you're like, yeah, I can talk shit on the internet because I'm tough, and then you see that person in real life you were talking about and you get beat the fuck up, and then you're like, wait a minute, this is real life. I learned the hard way. But learning the hard way and why this is so fucking important. It's just the fact that you are going to learn the hard way, and sometimes, no matter what, you have to, right? Like I was talking to, he's calling me on the phone, saying this girl, he's like, some shit going on with this girl. He's calling me, she's like fucking distraught over this shit. But he's talking to me, he's like, bro, like, and I'm telling him like, man, hey, this and this, and I'm giving him all this good advice. So he's calling me and I'm giving him all this game, all this advice. I'm like, yo, this is it, man. This is what you'll do. I promise you, you'll be good. No worries. Everything's great. You're gonna be amazing. And he says something that just rings, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like so fucking true. He's like, but Brad, like I hear what you're saying, but I still need to do this. And he's like, when you hear about like learning the hard way, like I have to do it this way. And the truth is, like, that's not a bad way to learn sometimes. It's not the best way to learn. There's some things that you can't come back from, right? Like learning the hard way for sake of argument. If I was like, yo, dude, you shouldn't do like meth and heroin, it could ruin your life. And then you're like, nah, bro, fuck it. I'm gonna take this, and now you're learning the hard way. And
now maybe you're a drug addict.
And now you're a drug addict and your life is ruined. Right? There's something that's like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Because like, yo, you see the people who like, they go crazy and they're yelling at themselves. The deal is this, like, there's some things like you don't want to learn the hard way. And then there's other things in life like relationship stuff, business stuff, like you kind of have to learn the hard way, because someone can always give you that advice, can always say like, yo, hey man, I promise you, if you just did this, you'd be good. And yes, that could be true for that person. And it could be true for the person they're giving the advice to. But ultimately, like, some people just need to get hit in the face with shit for them to really understand it, for them to really be like, okay, wait, this is something I like. I know that I can go a little bit differently about it next time. And I've learned this so many times, man. And I learned the hard way so many fucking times. Like, I trusted people to help me make decisions that I was like, yo, I'm making 10,000 other decisions here every day. I need to hire you to help me make this one decision. And then next thing you know, I'm like walking past the corner, and fuck, I get socked in the side of the fucking head by this person. I'm like, whoa, you fucked me over. It's okay, I had to learn the hard way. I promise when I say this, when you find the right people and you're able to build a solid team, like, you don't have to do everything, but you should know how to do everything. You should know how everything works. Like, if you really want to build something incredible, if you want to build a massive brand, if you want to build something, some crazy social media thing, or just some big business in life, like, you don't have to do everything, because that's impossible, right? But you do need to know like how everything kind of moves, so that you can check in every once in a while and assess things and be like, hey, what's going on? This is not an attack on people. It's not an attack on someone else. It's just me realizing, fuck, man, I should have been more attentive to certain aspects of my business. Just like you could be more attentive to just certain things in your life that like maybe you're uncomfortable with, or maybe you're not as good at, so you avoid, right? These are the reasons why people tend to have to learn the hard way. Like they're avoiding things. And I've done that. Even in my relationships, I've avoided confrontation with my own ego and certain things to allow real trust to happen and to flourish in my relationships. And that has to do with my past and my childhood and all these things that I've gone through. The biggest mistake that you can continue to make, that I made for so long in personal relationships, even in business early on, was being a victim to my circumstances and being like, this is me because of this. Instead of being like, this is me, what can I do to learn to become better, to be more open, to be more aware about like who I am, where I am, and why I'm here, and how do I grow from here? That's the thing that I really realized once I started being able to take that inventory. Yeah, I'd still learn the hard way, and I'm sure I'm still gonna get punched in the fucking head by people who like, be like, oh man, I can make quick money from this, or do this or that, or take advantage of this, and that's a part of life. But the deal with it is you get better at being able to spot the bullshit before it punches you in the fucking face. With that being said, that's it. I don't know, that's just all. I feel like it's a great video, dude.
Pretty good.
Subscribe to the fucking channel. April 28th, Raw Gear, best fucking clothing game on the fucking planet. Everyone else can suck my dick. Sub to the channel, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:30 a.m. via Jacob Bonilla, A La Carte. It's not like a family meal, dude, because it's like sometimes it's here. I'm like, yo, where's the clip? You're like, fuck, I forgot it. If it was a family meal, it'd be all together, right? The side, the drink, and all that. But we're in Miami. And I just want to say this before I leave, subscribe to the fucking podcast, do it, please. It's my favorite type of content on the planet. I love speaking, I love teaching, I love learning, I love talking to people and understanding people, because I feel like that's to me is like the most important thing in life. So you guys supporting that is helping support me to be able to do all this other shit that I'm doing, and I'm just fucking grateful for that. So I love you guys, it's been many fucking years. This is for the OGs. I know a lot of you motherfuckers probably watch this video, or you probably even get to this point if you were those motherfuckers, and you left because it's like, it's not fucking some crazy shit, it's not some chick with some titties, it's not something that's clickbaity, it's something that's really good for you, your heart, your soul. And shout out to you if you listen this far. You're a real one, and you got a lot coming that is going to be great in your life. And that's it. I love you.